So what do you say? Y'all ready for some more fights or what? Not good enough. I said, are you ready for some more fights? It is time for your featured fight of the afternoon. Blue corner, Yomar Perez. Once again, blue corner, Yomar Perez.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Yomar Perez making his way to the cage now. Yomar is undefeated 1-0 as of right now as a Muay Thai kickboxer. Representing Primal Striking, and he's tailed there by his coach, Joe Cortez. Last time we saw Yomar was actually at Combat Quest 19 in his debut fight. He won that fight by unanimous decision over a very game Nathan Aranzamendi. Perez looks like he's in fantastic shape right now, ahead of this one.
And down at the red corner, James Graefe.
So James Graefe, he's representing Gracie Brandon, also undefeated 1-0 in the Muay Thai kickboxing discipline. So although he's had a fight under his belt already, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Vigilant MMA debut for James Graefe. I don't believe he's been with us before. So looking forward to seeing to what he's going to bring to the brand. Very solemn entrance. Lots of focus, very calm demeanor for Graefe. Graefe will be cleared to enter the cage. Goes
Another
right
crowd favorite.
lot of respect already shown between the two sides, which love to see, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight will be in the style of San Chow Kickboxing in a weight class of 159+1. Fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated striker out of Primal Striking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Perez! And his opponent, also undefeated, fighting out of the all-new Graefe branded Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, James Graefe!
And again, the crowd is hyped for this one as we're moving on to our fourth bout of the evening, which is your featured bout. Jomar Perez and James Graefe, both undefeated respectively, both 1-0 in the discipline. So we're looking to see who's going to walk away remaining undefeated. It looks like there's a bit of a discussion here with the official. Jomar Perez, James Graefe underway. Round one of action.
Glove touch.
Big right hand landed there from Perez.
Got some power in these
firing
boys.
right up the middle with a big rush, but Perez answering with some body shots. Both fighters stuck in the clinch, went for the dump.
And there's the dump. Ooh,
Nice
hard low kick.
Caught there from
And a
Perez
nice
and
sweep.
turned into
Good
a great sweep. Yep. Again
Again,
with
again.
outside Perez. Nice shots landing there out of the catch. Both fighters into the clinch again. Perez in control. And a nice standing switch there from Graefe. See, Graefe might be looking for a dump. Tried, but Perez able to control himself and land the one himself.
Perez is scoring a lot of these sweeps.
Yeah, 100%. Nice shot there. Rock Perez kind of got the respect back. That kick glanced off the arm. Perez does a good job getting control, but Graefe does a nice standing switch. Lands him back in control, but we'll see what's going to happen here. Graefe tried to go for the dump last time, but Perez is doing really good on the defense. Standing switch there from Perez. And again from Graefe. And we're going to get a break here from our official. Nice catch again from Perez.
Recovers well, though.
And yeah, recovers surprisingly well, trying to answer back. Nice dump there again from Perez.
Almost thought they were going to come right through the fence.
I know, right?
Yeah, I got a little nervous there.
Nice shots came there from Graefe working his way in. Nice knee in the clinch there from Perez. Knee to the thigh. And that's the end of round one. Between two very game fighters, this has been a really impressive first round. I mean, we saw a lot of dumps coming from Perez. I believe we had 3 or 4 dumps from Perez.
I believe it was 4.
I believe it was 4 dumps. I believe you were right. So scorecard-wise, you're going to have to lean towards Perez in that first one. But, I mean, he was just doing such a good job. I think he caught the kick, I think, the same amount of times, like 4 or 5 times he's caught the kick. So, I mean, very aware as to what Graefe is throwing. So maybe we need to see a little bit change up in the game plan from Graefe in this second round.
Again, when you're going to utilize kicks, especially if they're not a hard round kick, like a rear kick, you got to make sure you set it up with the hands first. If you're throwing an unset up kick, it's very easy to read, they're very easy to catch, they're very easy to counter.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, especially with somebody who's been so active on the kick defense like Perez, if Graefe is going to continue working those feet, he's got to set up those shots. And here we go. Both corners are out of the cage.
These are some big boys.
Absolutely. I mean, we're stepping into near 160 pounds. And here we go, round 2, 2 minutes of action. And a big flurry coming from both fighters, right back into the clinch. Perez maintaining control, but...
Nice knees by Perez.
Yep. Graefe trying to go for that dump, but Perez wise to it.
Graefe wants to swing.
Graefe is like a
absolutely.
wrecking
catching
train.
him.
Big
He
shots
comes
coming from
straight for
both
you.
fighters. Perez going to the clinch and does a good job bringing Graefe to the fence.
Graefe looks a little fresher here, but
Yeah.
Perez is controlling him against the
Absolutely.
fence.
Very active cornering from Gracie Brandon over here. They're on their feet.
We're going to get a breaking action from our official. And
Ooh,
Perez.
hard lead hook.
Yeah.
Grafe's got a chin on him. Oh, it looks like we got a low blow.
So it's going to be quick breaking action. Perez is going to have 5 minutes to recover here per our rule set.
Yeah, that hurt him.
And even Graefe had to acknowledge there was a low blow there.
Yeah, we got our
Yeah.
cameraman Joe Mace is showing us the angle of the groin shot. Big Joe.
Joe's messed us words. We got him in the nuts. He got him in the nuts.
Well, he's going to take all the time that he needs. Again, he does have 5 minutes to recover.
Yep.
Now, for those of you back at home that don't realize, when there is an illegal strike like this, you're not allowed to talk with your corner during that break. So you will notice that Graefe doesn't have any cornering advice currently. So it's not a reward. It's it's a time for the fighter that was wrong to recover and get back in there.
Right. Perez looks like he's ready to go. He's been able to settle down.
All right, they're back on their feet, ready.
And we're back in for round 2 of action.
Show respect for both fighters.
Yeah,
It wasn't
definitely.
intentional, but it happens. It does happen, especially in Muay Thai.
Right. And I'm not sure exactly how much time we're going to have left on the clock after the stoppage.
It's gotta be
but
short.
Nonetheless, Perez trying to go for the dump, but unsuccessful. Graefe throwing a flurry of punches
Graefe
here.
is a wrecking ball. He likes to come forward and throw those hands.
Yeah, no, 100%. Graefe trying to go for that trip, but I mean, Perez's defense on these trips has been fantastic. Nice knee. Perez is trying to make something out of nothing here. Graefe is smothering him in that cage. Able to move out. Nice knee to break the clinch, but
Right back
Graefe,
on him.
Right
just as
back
you
on
mentioned, that cannonball energy coming forward with those wild hands. It's hard to track.
Oh,
And I'm not sure who's
a little
that
bit of
takedown.
scrambling
Yeah.
here.
Oh, and Graefe just landed
Right
a
back
nice
on
shot across the
there.
chin.
And that's the end of the second round.
Yeah, that's the end of round 2. And I mean, if we didn't have that quick stoppage for the groin, I would have seen, we could have seen a lot more action, I think. I mean, I know the fight just kind of gets slowed down. It's a different kind of pace. You know, when you have that break, all of a sudden you get that adrenaline dump. So we're going to have to see what's going to happen here in the third round. Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Right.
But I mean, from what we've seen so far, Jake, if you were in the corner right now with Jomar Perez, you've seen what he's been able to do. He's been very active on the defense, in the clinch. He's been very active with takedown attempts, with defending those takedown attempts, and defending the kicks too is something that we've seen him do a lot. What do you think he can do to really pull away in this one?
So, round 1, Perez looked great. He controlled the clinch. You know, he had the underhook. He's pummeled in. He was controlling the clinch most of the time in round 1. You know, round 2, he got a little sloppy, he got a little sluggish, but he did have his moments.
Right.
Also did Graefe. I would give round 2 to Graefe, but I would tell him he's got to go back to round 1 and really pull it out of the fire and, you know, get back to the clinch, because that's what he was doing good, and that's when he was winning.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, Matty Ice, I want to ask you right now, if you're in Graefe's corner, you've seen what he's gone through. You've seen the rough time that he has had getting through on that clinch. And he's been taken down a couple times now in that first round. What are you telling him to do here in round 3?
In this circumstance, Graefe's best weapon is also his biggest crutch, right? So
Right.
his willingness to come forward and throw these big shots, although, yes, initially he does have success. He finds those hard shots, but he puts himself in the clinch.
Right.
You know, it's too late to make corrections now from the corner, but what I would have been telling him in that brief moment is, hey, you're having success with the hands, but let's keep your distance to stay out of the situation.
Right.
And here we are back on the clinch against the fence, and thank goodness this is a steel cage in front of us, because
Yeah,
these big boys could be falling on us as we
exactly.
speak.
Big shot
Big
there.
shots.
Oh,
Nice knees from
Big
Perez.
body shots.
Body shot.
Knocks Graefe back. Perez fell blood in the
And the
water,
dump
goes
again.
for the dump. Great job finishing that dump from Perez. Graefe trying to fight forward.
These guys are both tired. Swinging and
Big
banging.
kick.
Swinging and banging, as the great Derek Lewis would say.
Can't get too excited. They got to keep their footwork right, keep their bases right, and keep fighting.
Both are very physical athletes. I mean, when you're sitting there in the tie,
Right.
it's exhausting. When you're trying to move another human being around in the tie like that. So there's definitely a lot of lactic acid built up in their arms, I can imagine.
Oh, definitely.
There's Graefe right back in with the hard shots up top.
And Perez weathering that storm, not able to get the dump. He tried. Perez with a nice flip and answers with 2 big shots of his own. Ducks under the straight right.
Graefe's got 2 underhooks, gonna back him up against the cage. Probably gonna throw some knees. Ref's breaking it up.
Ref's breaking it
Big
up.
break here.
It's gonna make him fight.
And that's the
the
end.
fight.
Yep, that's the end of the round 3. A great fight. in
Oh,
our
it's a
featured
tough
bout.
call. It's a tough call. I mean, you gotta give a lot of takedowns to Perez, right? So those sweeps do count. The question is how much will they count in the eyes of the judges?
Right. And I mean, you got to
Tough fight to score. Tough fight to score.
Right. We're talking about that first round. We saw a lot of action, a lot of dumps, but we saw Graefe kind of come back, earn his respect, did a little more active in the second round. So we're just going to have to see what the judges thought. And just like you said, it's a good day to be not a judge.
It's a great day to not be a judge.
Some close fights tonight.
Yeah,
Very
definitely.
close
Some
fights.
tough fights tonight.
Absolutely.
And again, that's the awesome thing about being at a Vigilant card. You've got respectable Muay Thai gyms bringing their fighters to these events in a cage, you know, which is something else as far as you gotta take consideration into in your camp, right?
Absolutely.
Fighting in a ring is different than fighting in a cage.
The whole shape of it's different. Can't
Yeah.
play the ropes.
Can't play the ropes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's send you up now to Wild Bill for the official announcement of our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges' scorecards of 29, 27, 28, 29, and 29, 28. Your winner by split decision, United States retired Marine veteran,
Number 5.